We're visiting the land of Europe once again and taking a look at the nations of Denmark and Norway. More specifically, we're going to be looking at their military power, as well as some of the history of their military, and looking at the differences between them and seeing how they compare side by side. Hey, what's happening, everybody? My name is Leroy Kenton, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of FTD Facts. This is a channel where we love to talk about the different countries, cultures, and people from all around the world. And as you could tell from the title and what I just said, we're talking about Denmark and Norway. These are countries that we've ventured into a lot here on FTD Facts, so it's good to really bring you another episode with both of them in it. Now, if this is your first time here to FTD Facts, don't be shy, hit that subscribe button as well as that bell notification so you don't miss any future episodes like this. And if you just love learning, you love learning about the military, you love learning about our world in general, give this video a big thumbs up. Okay, so let's jump right into this episode now. Now, the military of the first country I'm looking at is Denmark. So Denmark is ranked 51st in the world in terms of military power. For their available manpower, they have 2,590,457. Now, their total military personnel totals 61,500. Their active personnel is 16,000, and they have 45,500 reserve personnel. So the Danish military can really be traced all the way back to 1510, and that's when the Royal Danish Navy was created. After their defeat in the Second Schleswig War, many wanted to disarm the military. So between the time of World War I and World War II, Denmark decreased their military size a lot. Now, having a limited military like this made things a lot easier for the Germans to invade them in 1940. So after World War II, the different branches were reorganized and put under one umbrella of Danish defense. This was done to ensure that there was a unified command when conducting joint operations. All of this came from what they learned from the war and all their experience. So how's the Danish military divided? Well, it's separated into branches: the Royal Danish Army, the Royal Danish Navy, the Royal Danish Air Force, and the Home Guard. Now, their motto is, "Some things are worth fighting for." Denmark's defense budget is a total of $4,440,000,000 US. Now introducing the country of Norway and their military. So Norway is ranked a little bit higher. They're ranked 36 on the global military power scale. They have an available manpower of 2,170,365. Their total military personnel sits at 64,000, and they have 24,000 active personnel. They also have 40,000 reserve personnel. So their military consists of 4 branches: the Norwegian Army, the Royal Norwegian Navy, and that includes the Coast Guards and the Royal Norwegian Air Force and the Home Guard, as well as several other joint departments. Norway's military was first put together in the 9th century and was earlier focused just around their navy. The army was created in 1628 as part of Denmark-Norway, which was also known as the Oldenburg Realms. A modern Norwegian military was established in the year 1814, but the military didn't really see any real combat action until the year 1940. Their motto is, "For everything we have and everything we are." Norway's defense budget is a total of $7 billion US. Now let's go back to Denmark and take a look at their Air Force. Initially being components of the Army and the Navy, it was made into a separate service in the year 1950. And then it has 6 divisions, and those are the Air Force Command, the Air Transport Wing, the Helicopter Wing, the Fighter Wing, the Air Control Wing, and the Air Force Training Center. Denmark's aircraft strength is a total of 113. They have 33 fighter aircraft in their possession, also 33 attack aircraft, 4 transport aircraft, 37 trainer aircraft. Their total helicopter strength sits at 35, and they have 0 attack helicopters. When it comes to Norway's Air Force, it's organized into 5 wings, and these are divided into a total of 1 control and reporting center, 9 flying squadrons, as well as 2 ground-based air defense units. This force was established as a separate arm of the Norwegian Armed Forces on November 10th, 1944. They have a total aircraft strength of 138. They have 55 fighter aircraft and also the same number, 55, for their attack aircraft. They have 4 transport aircrafts in their possession, as well as 32 trainer aircraft. Their total helicopter strength sits at 39, and they also have 0 attack helicopters. Now, I still have a good amount of information to share in this episode, so if you're enjoying this so far, you're gonna really love our playlists on Norway and Denmark. Not only do we have playlists about videos that we've done about the country specifically, but we also have playlists about their military specifically. So what do their army and air force look like in more detail, their special forces and everything. So I'll have the link below to those playlists where you can learn more about the military of Norway and Denmark. I mean, there's a lot to learn. So I'll also have it up in the card section of this episode as well as the end screen. I know this episode we got both of them together, but if you want to learn about them individually, it's a great idea to take a look at the playlist individually to expand your knowledge a lot more. Okay, so the next thing I'm looking at in this episode is the land power of Denmark. So the Danish Royal Army, they consist of 2 brigades and organized into 3 regiments, and a number of support centers as well is included. The Army also provides protection for the Danish royal family in the form of the Royal Guard Company and the Guard Hauser Regiment Mounted Squadron. Getting into the specifics of their land power, Denmark has 57 combat tanks, 1,068 armored fighting vehicles, 18 self-propelled artillery, 33 towed artillery, and 0 rocket projectors in their possession. For Norway's land power, so the General Inspector now commands 3 subordinate operational units as well as 5 support units in their army. The Brigade Nord, which makes up the operational units, the Army Weapons School, the HM Kingsguard. Then there is Garrisonen i Sør-Varanger. Following that, there is the Military Academy, and then the Logistics and Operational Support, as well as the Operations Support Detachment. For the specifics, they have 36 combat tanks, 777 armored fighting vehicles. Their self-propelled artillery sit at a total of 14. They don't have any towed artillery in their possession, as well as they have 0 rocket projectors. When we look at their naval power, so the Danish Navy is given the task of defending the waters of Denmark, Greenland, and the Faroe Islands. Other responsibilities include surveillance, search and rescue, ice breaking, oil spill recovery, and prevention, as well as being a contribution to international efforts. Their total naval assets sit at 90. They don't have any aircraft carriers in their possession, 6 frigates, no destroyers, no corvettes, 0 submarines, but they have 13 patrol vessels, and their mine warfare sits at a total of 12. For Norway's Navy, the Royal Norwegian Navy has a history that goes all the way back to 955. From the years 1509 all the way to 1814, it formed part of the Navy of Denmark-Norway, also referred to as the Common Fleet. Since 1814, the Norwegian Navy has again existed as a separate navy, and this navy now includes the Coast Guard. So their total naval assets sit at 62. However, this does not include any aircraft carriers. It does include 4 frigates, no destroyers, however, 6 corvettes, 6 submarines, 16 patrol vessels, and their mine warfare vessel is a total of 6. So with that said, those are some of the differences between the militaries of Denmark and Norway, and we got a brief snapshot of how they compare when you look at them side by side. As always, leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comments section. Your voice and your opinion really matters. And stay tuned to the end of this episode. I'm going to have those annotations up to those playlists that I was talking about, if you haven't clicked away already. I hope you haven't. Now, before I get out of here, just gotta let you know that this episode of FTD Facts was brought to you by Grammarly.com. Grammarly is an amazing piece of software that we use here at FTD Facts daily, like on the regular. It's loaded with thousands of spelling and grammatical corrections that we make every single day. Even if you think that you're fluent in English or you're an avid writer, yeah, you'll be surprised. It's a great tool to have whether you're sending emails, you're writing essays, posting on social media. Regardless, if you're someone that types on a keyboard, Grammarly is for you. I have the link down below where you can install Grammarly for free. Or if you want more out of your Grammarly experience and you want to add more premium and robust options, I highly recommend purchasing the upgrade. The link is down below where you can install Grammarly for free and join the thousands of FTD Facts viewers who are already using Grammarly.com. You can also find me on social media. Those links are below in the video description as well, so you can follow me, keep up with what I'm doing over there. Yeah, so that's all I got for you in this episode. My name is Leroy Kenton, and I can't wait to learn with you in another episode here on FTD Facts. Okay, everyone, if you're still here, that means you really want to learn more. So go ahead, click on one of these playlists to continue to expand your knowledge about these two amazing countries. Now, we also post videos here on FTD Facts we also post videos on a wide variety of topics based on countries, cultures, and people. So be sure to tune in to FTD Facts every single day for new educational episodes.